I feel like that's like a nagging thing that everyone knows they should, but everybody also freely admit that they don't really.
Terms and conditions. I wanna say that I'm better than anyone else, but no, I'm gonna scroll to the bottom and click that check mark. Slam that check mark.
I think that I'm going to read them, and I feel like it's important to read them, but I don't, because you know, how much time do you have?
I don't read terms and services at all. Usually I'll like give it a skim.
I don't know how many times I've clicked that button. Oh man, like, especially when you have to scroll and to make it active, like they try to force you to at least engage with the terms.
Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm lying in bed and know I should get up and get on with my day, but instead I go on Facebook and scroll for a few minutes.
I'm on it every day, several times a day, a lot.
I have friends that post like these huge blocks of text, like they're writing essays on Facebook. I don't do any of that.
I lurk online more than I post online, but I still like use Facebook, if that makes sense.
I share photos of, you know, myself, my friends, what I'm doing, what I'm eating.
I think us millennials are kind of used to just giving out our emails or giving out our phone numbers in exchange to use whatever app is cool at the time.
Waiting for the bus or whatever, it's sort of like a reflex almost.
I like looking at pictures of pugs. I like looking at pictures of food.
I don't think you could really get a good grasp of my personality by looking at my Facebook or my Twitter.
All right, I'm in. Where should I go?
Okay. So interests.
So I'm in the interest section of my Facebook profile.
Oh yeah, the interests are dead on everything. It's like, they have my life.
I have a very wide variety of interests, so it's not surprising to see all these in here.
It knows what my phone is, it knows what my iOS is.
Oh man.
These are all about right. Food and drink, beer, chocolate, coffee, barbecue, juice fasting. That was like 3 years ago.
It looks pretty accurate. Some of my interests are accurate, like The Bachelor. Very interested in The Bachelor.
It does say that I'm interested in lawns, which I'll tell you I am not.
Nature, okay, hotels, falling in love. How is that a hobby and activity?
I like all these things. These are the exact things I do on the internet. It says I like Airbnb. I book a lot of Airbnbs.
Yeah, it's like people living in households where one or more people are not immediate or extended family. That's correct, I live with my girlfriend. I don't know how they'd know that.
Yeah, I feel like that's all pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's very accurate. It's like out of 10, I guess it would be like 9 out of 10. I mean, it has pretty much everything I've liked on here.
Feng shui? What?
This is a problem. It says I like soccer, which I definitely do not.
I wouldn't say that this sums me up in total. Like if somebody didn't know me and looked at my hobbies and activities as per what Facebook thinks they are, I don't think they'd have the right picture.
And so this is a real snapshot of who I was in first year university, and really not much else.
I think I could be a lot safer with my personal information than I am.
I'll be walking past a really cool restaurant, or I'll search for it on my laptop, and then the next day an ad is in my Instagram feed. You know, our behavior online is being tracked a lot more closely than I think most of us realize.
Yeah, I don't like them having a time capsule of my entire life online that anybody could mine and exploit. Yeah, that's kind of freaky.
If they're just looking for things about my life to send me targeted ads and stuff like that, then like, sure, whatever. Like, I think that I'm actually kind of really boring.
If you want to know that I'm a fan of the Toronto Blue Jays, feel free, have at it, Facebook. Go ahead.
I think just a little bit more education and transparency would be great from brands like Facebook.
Facebook is basically breathing in your data and selling it for billions of dollars. The valuation is huge, so people need to be aware of what their data is worth.
After hearing about like just the power that having all this information gives like certain, entities, and how it was all just happening like under the surface, and us as like regular people had no idea that we were being, like, it's creepy, it's like dystopian stuff.
As it became clear that there were more and more damaging things happening, like more leaks, more hacks that were leaking millions of accounts from, whatever the case may be, Uber or Equifax or LinkedIn, or I'm sure everybody at this point, probably every big company's had some sort of leak. It just became too hard to ignore.
Got all these musicians and rappers and politicians that I kind of follow, so I guess you could get a pretty good gist of where I might align on the political spectrum.
I think the idea of
that my data is tracked to help with marketing is something that I've always been pretty aware of, and it seems like a very straightforward use for that. So it's more of like the unknown unknowns that kind of freak me out.
I definitely believe that they're also scanning messages just based off experiences I have. So Facebook, I know you're listening and I don't like it.